Yeah. Race 1 again. Dylan, Brett, Darren, George, and Matt. Once again, we are going to do round 1 and round 2 back-to-back. That means no resort. That way Dylan gets in 2 qualifiers. Go ahead, guys. Run a couple laps if you want. Get checked in. Once again, this is race 1. Race 2 will be up after this. Douglas, Jeff, James, Scott, and Dave. All right, shutting down the straight. Let's get you guys lined up. Dylan, Hitman, Darren, George, and Matt. Dylan's starting us off, actually. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Dylan on the tone. Hitman. Darren. George. And Matt. Hitman, who had the hot lap on that? I think Dylan did, actually. Everyone now in with 3 laps. Dylan up at 4. I'm going to call it out on him. 27, 509, 1107. That is our green, white, and blue buggy. White wheels, our number 1. Hitman in that number 2 spot, 26.5 flat. Matt, 26.511. George, 25.504. And Darren, 23.508. Hitman now moves up to the top on the 27, 510 with Dylan in the 2, George in the 3. .320 left on the clock. White buggy, black wheels in the front, hitting the loop. The only one on the 26 right now, 26.501. Matt in that number 2 spot, 25.510. George, 25.511. Dylan, 511. And Darren, 24.505. Oh, He's stuck in the side, the pipe there or something. Thank you. Fast lap overall going to Dylan, 11:07. Minute 40 left on the clock. Hitman setting the pace for everyone on 26.502. Matt 25.505. Darren now on the 24. Sorry, Dylan 24.509. Darren 508 coming just ahead of him as they both hit the loop there. George 22.501. So it's Hitman, Matt, and Darren at the top three. Dylan holding fast lap. He just put down 10.97 right there.
One minute left.
Sixty-second call for race two drivers. Please be ready. Right now I got Brett at the top, Matt, Darren, Dylan, and George. Hitman on the top, 25.5 flat, but Matt there with him, 5.02, and Darren, 24.502. 15 seconds left to go. It's now Brett, Matt, Dylan, Darren, and George. There's the tone. Dylan, you are done. Darren. There we go, Matt. Brett, one car still alive. And George, there it is. Hitman taking it 26.508. Matt 25.501. Dylan came in third, 24.5 flat, 10.97 fast lap overall. Darren 24.501 and George 23.508. Yes, Hitman currently has that TQ spot, 26.508. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down the straight. Lineup is Douglas, James, Jeff, Scott, and Dave. For you at home that are watching this right now, that is not a typo. It is another OG racer out here. Going to have a few of them, hopefully. Douglas, James, Jeff, Scott, and Dave. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Douglas on the tone. James, Jeff, Scott, and Dave. Hot lap going to Douglas, 10:93. Second one was at 10:85. But we are keeping in mind that Douglas doesn't count because he is in the 14 under class. So we have to look at James next in line. Oh, make it Scott. Look at this. I got to wait. One more lap. One more lap. Here we go. Douglas, 28.504. Jeff in that number 2 spot, 27.508. Scott, 508. James changing it up, going 506 ahead of him. Dave, 25.504. I'm going to go down the line here again. Douglas, James, Jeff, Scott, then Dave. Douglas on that 28. Then we got James, 27.504. Jeff, 507. And Scott, 508. Dave now 25.5 flat. Fast lap overall going to Douglas, 10:51 with the second fastest lap, 10:65. Dave, who's been off the carpet for many years, is, I don't know, what's this? What do you got, 20 minutes driving time? Give him an hour driving time. He's already putting down 26.506 with 11:28.
Three minutes left.
2 down, 3 left to go. TQ markers beside everyone in the group right now. Sorry, Brett. Douglas, 28.5 flat now, almost on the 29. His fast lap's at 10:47. James, 27.5 flat. Jeff, 5:05. Scott drops off a bit, 26.501. Dave was on the 26, dropped down to a 25.501. I'm going to have to take a look at the schedule when Buggy Battle starts. We're only a month away. Next month, Buggy Battles begin. Expecting to have some awesome racing going on there. A lot of these guys are A-main groups, but when it comes to Buggy Battles, could be in C-main. That many very fast two-wheel buggy guys.
2 minutes left.
With guys like Jeff and Dave getting back into the game here, could be pushing a couple more of you guys down the line. Sorry once again, Brett. No, Tim, you're right. I can't push you down any further. Not unless we're pushing you out of the store. Minute 30 left to go. Douglas, orange and gray buggy, yellow wheels hitting the loop in front of me, 28.501. James, 27.5 flat. Jeff, 27.507. Scott, 26.507. And Dave, 26.511. Douglas obviously holding fast lap 10:47. Second fast lap going to James, 10:60.
One minute left.
60-second call for race 3. Douglas, James, Jeff, Scott, and Dave, 30 seconds left to go. Look at the driving on these guys. Round 1 qualifiers. When I say driving, I don't mean just the speed. Also the courtesy to other drivers. When the faster driver comes up on them, they open up the gap a little bit, let them through, continue on. Smooth lines, holding pace. There it is. When I call your name, you're done. Douglas, that's you. James, you. Dave, Jeff, and Scott. There it is. Douglas, 28,501, 10:47. James, 27.5 flat. Jeff, 27.505. Scott, 26.506. And Dave, 25.5 flat. All my drivers are out. Marshals, Douglas, James, Jeff, Scott, Dave. Dave is out. Scott is out. Oh, there's Jeff. Remember, guys, we are going to go right in the round 2 after this. So race 1 for round 2. Please be ready. She'll be Brett, Matt, Dylan, Darren, and George. You guys are up in 5 minutes. Okay, guys, let's get you lined up. Daryl, Tim, Vlad, and John. Door, James. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Daryl on the tone. Tim, Vlad, and John. Hot lap going to Daryl, 1363, blue buggy, black wheels.
Four minutes left.
Here we go, calling it out on Daryl, 24, 512, 12.0 fast lap overall right now. Tim, 23, 505, John, 507, and Vlad, 21, 510. 3:20 left on the clock. It is Daryl, Tim, John, and Vlad. Daryl 24, 5:05. Tim right behind him, 5:07. Tim was holding fast lap, 11:82. Vlad just got out of 11:66. Tim at the top now, though, 24, 5:05. Daryl 5:07. Then John 22, 5 flat. Vlad 21, 5:13. Purple buggy, yellow wheels is your leader right now. Sorry, live stream was not connected, not working. Tim at the top again, 24, 5:09. Daryl 23, 5:01. John 22, 5:03. And Vlad 25:09. Minute 30 left to go. Right into round two once again, guys. Right into round two, race one. Drivers, please be ready to go.
One minute left.
60 seconds left to go. Purple buggy, yellow wheels, your leader. Oh, that might change. Hold on, let's just see. No, still leader. 24, 5:10. Daryl 5:11. Daryl holding fast lap 11:63. John 23, 5:12. Vlad 25:15. All right, when I call your name, your race is over. Vlad, you are done. John, Daryl, and here comes Tim. All photo finish. There you go. Daryl taking it 24, 5:09.0 to Tim's 24, 5:09.5. Fast lap overall went to Daryl 11:42. John 22, 5:01 and Vlad 19.5 flat. Go put your cars on charge. Come out to Marshall. Round two, race one. And if anyone wants to grab paperwork, it's here in front of me. All right, straight is closed. Let's get you guys lined up. Hitman, Matt, Dylan, Darren, George. Tim, I'm going to put you down there, yeah. Once again, Hitman, Matt, Dylan, Darren, and George. No, there's definitely not much left of it. All right, here we go. Hitman on the tone. Matt, Dylan, Darren, and George. Hot lap going to Dylan. 11:10. Darren at the top, 27,507. Hitman, 26,501. Dylan, 26,509. He's holding fast lap, 1085. Matt, 26,507. Sorry, there was a flip to my screen. And George, 26,510. So it's Darren, Hitman, Dylan, Matt, and George. Darren and Brett both on the 27. Dylan, Matt, and George all on the 26. Actually, George just dropped off 24. Orange buggy, yellow wheels out there right now is your number one. Well, we'll have to see between him and Dylan.
3 minutes left.
Darren, 27,506. Dylan, 508. Hitman, 26,501. Matt, 25,506. And George, 24,5 flat. Dylan still holding fast lap, 1084. Second fast lap going to Darren with a 1098. 240 left to go. Is that your first 10 there? There you go. Oh. Hitman hit a wall. Marshall. It's okay. It's club name, so it's allowed. Go ahead. Vlad, take a look at his buggy. See if you can get him back out. Or not.
Two minutes left.
So once we're done with this race, we are going to take a short break just so we can fix up that corner where it should be. Minute 35 left to go. It is Darren still 27,510. Dylan 26,510. Matt 25,507. And George 24,508.
One minute left.
60 seconds left to go. Darren 27.508, Dylan 25.503, Matt 504, George 24.504. Fast lap still going to Dylan 10.83, second fast lap to Darren 10.98. Once again, race 2, guys, just take a break before you go out there. I'm going to fix that pipe up in that one corner. Ten seconds left to go. There it is. When I call your name, your race is over. Dylan, Matt. When you cross the loop, your race is over. Darren, and there it is. Darren taking it 27.508. Dylan 25.505 with the 10.83 fast lap. Matt 25.508, and George 24.508. Put your cars on charge. Come out to Marshall. All right. Now there's no cheater corner there either. Tim gave last race kind of cheater corner. The only person I seen take advantage of it was Matt. When Tim pulled that corner in over there. You cut it close to that corner. Even he pulled it back a lot further, yeah. All right. Am I missing someone here? I am missing someone, aren't I? Group 1. You're going to marshal for him? Okay, so you need to do under the driver's stand. Because someone needs a marshal who's just sitting there upside down. He's marshaling for Brett. Whose car was it? James's? Oh. Yeah, you could have left it like that. Tim, don't be a jerk next time. Just leave the car upside down. Okay. All right, let's line them up then. Douglas, James, Jeff, Scott, and Dave. Well, James is in front of you right now. Change it this time around. It must have been very close. No, don't look. Okay, all right, I'll leave. We'll just say, yeah. All right, here we go. Douglas on the tone. James, Jeff, Scott, and Dave. So there will be a resort when we are done round 2 after race 3 here. Douglas with the hot lap, 1091. Calling it out on Jeff, 28.511. Douglas, 27.501. Sorry, things changed. I'm gonna leave. I'll just call out Dave sitting in third, 26.508. James, 26.511, and Scott, 25.503. Douglas holding fast lap, 10:58. Who is now up on the top? The only one on the 28, 28.508. Jeff, you're right there though, 27.5 flat right now. Second fastest lap going to James, 10:79. He is sitting in third behind Jeff. $3.15. I'm going to go down the line here one more time. Douglas, 28.503. Jeff, 27.502. James, 27.510. Dave, 26.505. Scott, 25.5 flat. Douglas's fast lap, 10:53. $2:20 left on the clock. Douglas, 28.501. Jeff, 27.504. James drops off a little bit, 26.5 flat. Dave right behind him, though, 5.01. And Scott, 5.08.
Two minutes left.
All right, Dave, I know you're fast, but You got to tell me you've been practicing somewhere else, eh? Minute 30 left to go. Douglas showing a TQ marker. His previous TQ is 28.501. He is 28.5 flat right now with that 10.53 fast lap. Second fast lap going to James at 10.65. Jeff, though, sitting in that number 2 spot, 27.503. James slowly breaking it down. He's now 27.508. Dave, 26.501, and Scott, 25.501.
1 minute left.
.45 seconds left to go. Once again, Douglas showing a TQ marker. Let's see if he makes it up to that 29. He's been holding that 28.5 flat, .3 right now. Dropping a lot of 10.6, 10.7s out there. Jeff holding 27.502. James 508. Dave 26.501, almost on that 27 lap pace. Scott 26.511. All right, when I call your name, your race is over. Jeff, you are done. James, Douglas, Dave, and Scott still live. And that's it. Douglas taking it, and he did make it up onto the 29, 5:10, 10:43 fast lap. Jeff finished in second, 27.504. Unfortunately, Jeff, that means you will still be starting behind James next round. James 27.508 on this one. Dave 26.506, and Scott 26.513. Got to get you back out here, Bruce. Hey, Bruce, everyone takes a break. Even Jim took a break, but I've caught him out on the track a couple times now, so. All right, let's line them up, guys. Daryl, Tim, John, and Vlad. We are going to take a break after this qualifier. There will be a resort. We'll take 10 minutes or so with the resort, because Dylan will be going home. We'll go from there. Drivers ready. Dylan on the tone. Sorry, Daryl. Daryl on the tone. Sorry, Dylan. Tim, John, and Vlad. Bruce, make sure James thanks you later on for marshaling his spot. That's why I didn't scream at you, James. Hot lap went to John. It was a 12:20. Three laps in for everyone. Coming out on the fourth. Who am I calling out on? Tim, 25.508. John, 25.512. Daryl on the 23.506. Vlad on the 22.508. Fast lap overall going to John right now, 11.89. 1 minute down, 4 minutes left to go. Purple buggy, yellow wheels. The only one on the 25 right now, 25.509. That is Tim up there. Daryl, 24.509. He's holding fast lap 11.64. And John, 23.503. Vlad on the 21.504.
3 minutes left.
Second fastest lap overall going to Tim with 11.82. .210 left on the clock. Tim at the top right now, 25.508. Daryl, 24.501. John, 23.504. And Vlad, 25.04. Fast lap going to Daryl, 11.64. Minute 20 left to go. Tim hitting the loop here, 25.507. Daryl still in that number 2 spot, 24.502. Holding fast lap 11.64. John, 23.504. And Vlad, 25.06. Second fast lap going to Tim, 10.82. Once again, purple buggy, yellow wheels is my leader out there right now. There it is. When I call your name, your race is over. Everyone's still going. Daryl, you're done. Tim, Vlad, John is still live. John is still live. One left. Thank you. This going out to Tim. Nice driving, Tim. Nice and clean. 25-5-10. Daryl came in second, 24-5-09 with the fast lap, 11-64. John, 23-5-20, and Vlad, 25-07. All right, so with Dylan leaving, I dropped you guys in the 2. We're going to take 10 minutes. It's only going to be 2 races. First race, Brett, Matt, Tim, George, Dylan, John, and Vlad. Race 2, A main group, Douglas, James, Jeff, Darren, Scott, and Dave. There it is. 2 races instead of 3. All right, if you guys are ready to go, I'm ready to go. Let's get going here with race 1. Brett the Hitman, Matt, Tim, George, Daryl, John, and Vlad, everyone else out to Marshall. Nice catch there, Douglas. He definitely seen that coming. All right, let's close down the straight. Let's get you guys lined up. Hitman, Matt, Tim, George, Daryl, John, and Vlad. All right, drivers ready. Hitman on tone. Matt, Tim, George, Daryl, John, Vlad. There you go. One's up and running. Hitman with the hot lap was 11:36. White buggy, black wheels in the front. Come on, Super Marshall. Good job. Look at that. Nice driving there, Hitman. Taking White Lightning through that traffic. And to Marshall. It looks like I'm going to be calling it out on you, too. 27, 5:10, 11:25 fast lap. That is Brett the Hitman out there. Here he is hitting the loop at the top of my screen. Matt in that number 2, 25, 5:07. John, 24, 5:01. Daryl, 22, 5:07. George on the 21.5 flat. Vlad on the 25 flat. Nice catch. 2 catches, Douglas. Pretty good. It's Hitman, Matt, and John, my top 3 right now. Hitman 26, Matt 25, John 24, George, Daryl on the 22, Vlad on the 21. Fast lap going the Hitman. He just put it down on that last lap. 11-10.
3 minutes left.
White buggy, black wheels in the front, white in the back. That's my one. Matt, yellow, orange, and blue, yellow wheels. John, black and blue with blue rear wheels. That's my top three. 2:40 left on the clock. Hitman now on the 27. Vlad's going to need a marshal. Oh, no, there he is. Good. Back out he goes. Once again, white buggy, black wheels in the front is your leader out there. The only one on the 27-lap pace right now. That's high side A main group. Dropped off a little bit. 26.5 flat. Matt 25.501. John 23.502. George now 23.511. Daryl 22.503. So we get down to our 2-minute mark. Minute 30. We're at the Hitman now. 27.511, 11.06 fast lap. Matt 25.501. John on the 24, 5.12. George 23.504. Daryl 23.508. Vlad 25.03.
1 minute left.
Go ahead, Hitman. Go ahead. .30 seconds left to go. Hitman, Matt, George, Daryl, John, and Vlad. George moving in that number 3 spot. Get in there, Super Marshal. Good job. All right, there's the tone when I call your name. Your race is over. Hitman, you are done. Matt is done. George, you're still live. Keep going, George. Everyone else is still live. Still live. Daryl's done. That's 3 done. Hitman, Matt, and Daryl. George is now done. I had John and Vlad still live. Go ahead, hit that. It's all good. There it is. Hitman 26.5 flat, 11.06 fast lap. Matt 25.5 flat. George 24.510. Daryl 23.504. John 23.512. Vlad 25.10. And Tim just broke. Put your buggies on charge. Out to Marshall. Race 2. Right after this, we will do another 10-minute break and set up the mains. So it'll be 7 in the B, 6 in the A with the 1 bump. Douglas, James, Jeff, Darren, Scott, and Dave. All right, guys. Straights now closed. Lineup will be Douglas, James, Jeff, Darren, Scott, and Dave. A final qualifier. Douglas currently holding TQ, 29-5-10. James is still ahead of Jeff. Yeah, I know. I'll turn the mic off and we'll talk. Driver's ready. Douglas on the tone. James, Jeff, Darren, Scott, and Dave. What? Douglas, you don't have the hot lap? Don't even have the second fastest lap? James, 11:18. Wow. That's all I can say. I'm watching the little fumbles. Calling it out on James, though. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for all this traffic to go through the loop here. James, 28-5-10. Douglas, 27-5-01. Jeff, 5-08. Dave, 26-5-03. Scott, 5-08. And Darren, 23-5-02. Fast lap going to Douglas, 10-74. Second fastest going to James, 10-75. It is now James, Jeff, and Douglas. James, 28. Jeff, 27. Douglas, 27. Sorry, there was a little change there where Scott moved up to third. Little mistakes happening everywhere. Get in there, marshals. Boy, James, that cost you a little bit. 3:10. Douglas now at the top, 27-5-06. Jeff, 5-07. James, 26-5-03. Dave, 5-08. Scott, 25-5-08. Darren, 24-5-04. Fast lap going to Douglas, 10-61. .220 left on the clock. Jeff now on the top, 27-5-05. Douglas, 5-07. James, 5-11. That's our top three on the 27. Douglas holding fast lap with a 10-45. Dave coming in the number 4 spot, 25-5 flat. Scott, 5-09. And Darren, 24-5-01. Almost on that 25 lap pace. Second fastest lap overall going to James, 10-75. Minute 40 left. It's now Douglas, Jeff, and James. Still on the 27. Douglas 5:02, Jeff 5:04, James 5:08.
One minute left.
60 seconds left to go. Douglas, 28-5-10, 10:43 fast lap right now. Jeff in that number 2 spot, 27-5-03. James dropped off just a little bit, 26-5-01. Scott, 25-5 flat. Dave, 5 flat. Darren, 24-5-02. That's okay, Vlad. I would have done that to James too. Oh, nice. Here we go, 10 seconds left to go. Douglas, Jeff, James, Scott, Dave, and Darren. There's the tone. Darren, you're done. Jeff, you're done. Douglas. Still 3 cars left live. Here we go. Dave, James, Scott's still live. Scott's still live. There it is. Douglas, 28.508, 10:43 fast lap. Jeff, 27.503. James, 5:12. Scott, 26.510. Dave, 25.505. And Darren, 23.501. Setting up the mains. Once again, I'm just going to leave it as 2 rounds, so it'll be 7 in the B, 6 in the A right now with 1 bump. There it is, B main, Dave, Matt, Tim, George, Daryl, John, and Vlad. A main group, Douglas, James, Jeff, Darren, Brett, and Scott. 10 minutes. All right, guys, let's get going with B main. Dave, Matt, Tim, George, Daryl, John, and Vlad. Everyone else out to Marshall. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down the straight. We're going to get you lined up. Hitman here is going to line you guys up. Dave, you're going to pull right up here to where Brett is. Matt, you're going to be in the 2. Tim will be in the 3. Matt will be in the 2. That's it. You just kick Tim's car. That's good. Matt is in the 2. Tim is in the 3. Somewhere there. Okay, sure. George, Daryl, John, and Vlad. So, Dave, how long has it been since you've been in a main? 5 years. That's been a while, eh? So, small piece of advice then. If you're going to crash, don't. Courtesy of Jeff. It's good advice. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Everyone on tone. Tim, George, and Dave. Look at that. Ankle biters. Ankle biters. We go hitting the loop. Purple buggy, yellow wheel. It's Tim up there. Dave right behind him. Black with the flames, yellow wheels. 1 and 2 together. Dave now pulling out front. Tim drops back in the second. Right behind him, he's got Jeff. Or sorry, George. George in the number 3 spot. Yes. Daryl in the number 4. That's Matt, Vlad, and John. Oh. Vlad trying to move out of everyone's way. Once again, black buggy with flames, yellow wheels is your number 1. That is Dave Lyons out there in the top spot. George in that number 2 spot now. And Daryl now into the 3. That is the blue buggy. Black wheels. Then we got Tim, Matt, John, and Vlad. 3:40 left on the clock. Guys, watch out for that white, yellow buggy. Yellow wheels in the back. White, yellow, and green. That is your number 2. That is George out there right now. He's about 2.5 seconds behind Dave. Here's Dave hitting the loop. Here comes George with Daryl chasing him hard. That's 2, 3, and 4. Matt in there also. Matt sneaking through to move. George now moves in the third. Daryl in the fourth.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes here left to go. Whoop. Matt get marshaled. He is our number 2. As the blue buggy with the flames on the side, orange flames. He is our number 2. Daryl sitting in that number 3 spot. Watch, John, that's your number 2 right there. Thank you. 2:25 left on the clock. Dave's still on the top. Here he is hitting the loop. Matt's in that number 2 spot. He's also holding fast lap right now. 11:52. Black buggy. Flames on the side. Yellow wheels is my 1. Blue buggy, orange flames. Yellow wheels is my 2. Tim, that is your 2 out there. Thank you. Daryl in the number 3 spot. Blue buggy, black wheels. Then we got George, Tim, John, and Vlad. 2 minutes here left to go. Dave now holding fast lap. 11:45. Minute 20 left to go. Dave out on that top spot. Matt sitting in number 2. He's 4.5 seconds behind the leader. Daryl holding that number 3 spot. He's almost 8 seconds behind. Need a marshal out there. Doug was trying to get out there. Lots of traffic.
1 minute left.
60 seconds left to go. Dave getting the bump, or can Matt catch him here? Let's see what happens. George moves into that number 3 spot now with Daryl on the 4, then Tim, John, and Vlad. George a lap down from Matt though. Matt getting marshaled. 30 seconds left on the clock. Dave puts down another fast lap, 11:36. Five seconds here left on the clock. It is Dave, Matt, George, Tim, Daryl, John, and Vlad. There's the tone, guys, as you hit the loop. Dave, Tim, Matt, Daryl, you guys are all done. Dave's going to get the bump. 5 years since he's been racing, up to the A-main group. Nice job. It was good advice. And you didn't. That's right. You're going to crash and you didn't. So you took it. You also had the fast lap there, Dave. 11:36. Matt came in second. Then we had George, Tim, Daryl, John, and Vlad. Guys, drop your buggies out and out to the track. 2 Marshall, A-main, 1 bump. Still lots of traffic, but it's fast traffic. Let's see what happens here. Douglas, James, Jeff, Darren, Brett, Scott, and Dave. Should we all get shirts made? Let's say that. If you're about to crash, don't. Just don't. Straight is now closed. Straight is now closed. Douglas. He's good somewhere there. James. James, Jeff. This is a main. Come on. Get up there. Further. Thank you. Yeah. Darren. Yep. Hitman. Scott. And Dave. I'm a little worried about how clean this start's going to be. I'll be honest. I don't know why, but it'll be good. So I don't have to say follow the leader over the loop, right? Everyone's naturally going to do that, right? I probably just jinxed it. Whatever. Let's do this. Yeah, well, thank you. You just wrecked this whole thing. That was Matt, by the way, making some suggestions for online viewers. Here we go. Everyone on the tone. Nice. Nice. There it is. So Douglas out front, Jeff in the 2, James in the 3. Then we got Darren, Hitman, Dave, and Scott. Douglas out front, Jeff and James, 2 seconds off his pace, 1.5 seconds behind. Oh, Jeff getting out of shape. I don't know what happened. I think his car just died. Just watch yourself, Daryl, where you are. You can take him off and do something with it if you want. Just where you're standing is not a good spot.
4 minutes left.
Car's coming to you, Jeff. He's over. He's off the stand. So Douglas, orange, gray, yellow wheels. That is my number 1. James in that number 2. Look at this. Dave Lyons up in 3rd. Bump from the B. Nice job. James blue and white. Jeff is back out. He's going to have some work to catch up in this group. We'll see what happens here. 3:20 left on the clock. Dave about 4 seconds off of James's pace right now. James currently sitting 4.5 seconds behind Douglas. Hitman in that number 4 spot behind Dave. Then Darren and Scott. Lots of little love taps and bumps happening though.
3 minutes left.
Three minutes left to go. James with the fumble. That might help Dave out here. Dave now 1.5 seconds behind. He just got marshaled himself though. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, what was that? Douglas out in the top spot. James in the 2, Dave in the 3, Hitman in the 4, Scott, Darren, and Jeff. Dave, 2.5 seconds behind James right now. James trying to get around Darren. James is the number 2. It's Douglas, James, Dave. Well, he did wait for you to move a few times. Douglas, James, Dave, Brett, Scott, Darren, and Jeff. Dave 3 seconds off of James' pace right now. Brett 1.8 behind Dave, closing the gap up. There, Dave just hit the loop. There's Hitman. Right behind Hitman, though, he's got Scott all over him. Minute 10 left to go. Oh, look at that, Scott. Scott waited, though. Kind of had that inside lane.
One minute left.
60 seconds left to go. Still Douglas, James, Dave. Dave 4.5 seconds behind James right now. Brett 4 seconds behind. Dave, he's got to still deal. Hitman still dealing with Scott. Oh, Scott making the pass. Moves in the fourth. "30 seconds left to go. Scott now 3 seconds behind Dave. Here's Dave hitting the loop. Currently sitting at number 3 spot. Well, Scott dropping back. Hitman, sorry, moved back in the fourth. He's 3.5 seconds. Then Scott, Darren, and Jeff. 10 seconds left to go. There's the tone. That white buggy needs a marshal still. Dave's done. Douglas, James, Darren's done. Oh, I think that car might be broken. He's the only one that's not. Is it broke? Okay. So Douglas taking the win and the fast lap, 10:54. James came in second. Dave taking third. Nice job. Back into it. Scott finished fourth. Hitman in fifth. Darren, then Jeff. That was a little aggressive tonight there, eh, James? Maybe a little bit?
$13.5. 29.8. 11.5. 13.5. 11.4. 12.7. 11.5. 12.4. 11.3.
31.2.
11.7. 11.5. 11 2,